Hey guys! So today I really wanted to make this video as we end the year 2020. It has truly been a roller coaster ride. I can't believe that we're almost at the end of this year. It's crazy because it honestly feels so long, but also short at the same time. I would say more long than anything, actually. I think another huge thing was the whole the election. We finally have our very first female vice president. Yes. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I cried. It was just amazing. And I really wanted to make a video about my personal thoughts on being a solo traveler, a female, a single girl, somewhat young, 29, almost 30, and just what I personally think about it. So I've been traveling solo on and off for the past 3 years. I have been to 9 countries by myself. 8 of the countries were in Europe, 1 was in Japan. And I've honestly learned a lot of lessons doing this. And more than anything, I want to make this video for girls who are thinking about traveling, solo traveling on their own, but they're unsure about it. Because the thing is, I talk to a lot of people, you know, lots of girls, and most of them are surprised, or they're like, oh my gosh, you're so brave. I would never do that. I could never, like, that just scares me. And these are strong ass women, but for some reason I think that there's a stigma with solo female traveling. And I know this because within the 3 years that I have traveled solo, I've only met a few solo female travelers. Most people I know are honestly too afraid to do it. I wanted to bring this out because I personally believe that it's honestly not as scary as people make it out to be. When I first started traveling solo, I looked at it like I was living in this city, that I'm just kind of walking around, I'm going to the grocery stores, I'm just doing my own thing. I've lived by myself in San Francisco before, I've done my own thing. So I sort of took it like that, like pretending that I was living there, just walking around doing my own thing. And I feel like that actually helped a lot, that whole mindset. I would say at this point, after about my 3rd trip of solo traveling, it became less intense and I was just less afraid of everything. Like, things didn't faze me like they did at first. So the honest truth is, your first trip is going to be intense because you're new to it and you may make a lot of mistakes, but there is nothing wrong with it. Embrace those mistakes when they come. You know, I've taken the wrong trains, I have accidentally missed stops, I've gotten lost, but nothing too crazy, I would say. So the thing that I've sort of come to believe is that I kind of think society almost wants you to think that it's dangerous or unsafe to travel on your own. I know that my family, my friends, they get worried about me when I travel on my own. But the thing is, I actually don't think it's as dangerous as most people play it out to be. You know, as long as you stay in safe areas, you don't go out by yourself at night, you stay safe, then it's honestly not that dangerous. You know, if you're going to safe cities that don't have a lot of crime, then it's perfectly fine. You know, make sure that you go to places that doesn't have a lot of crime, that you do your research on the places that you go to at first. My number one thing is you just have to hold your head up high. You have to look like you're strong. You kind of have to have this attitude like, don't mess with me. And I can tell you that I have had moments traveling by myself that I felt scared, sad, lonely, like crying, super depressed. Oh my gosh, this is miserable. But I still held my head high. And you just have to do that, because I've realized that people really read your energy. And if you put off this energy, like, don't mess with me. You know, people may try to say things to you, ignore it. Just Do your thing, keep walking. Don't let these people faze you. So another thing that I use to my advantage is I'm pretty good at running. I'm very fast, so I know that if something happens, I am like ready to run. I will run like super fast. You know, I plan on taking some self-defense classes because I think that that is incredibly important. If you're a young girl traveling on your own, you need to be able to take care of yourself and have self-defense if someone tries to do anything. Everyone should have this just in general so that, you know, if something happens, you will be there and you can fight back if you need to. I think the chances are low of it happening, but you know, you never know what can happen, and you just need to be safe and make sure that you're ready for a situation like this to happen. Okay, so another piece of advice that I would give is when someone is talking to you, just really speak intelligently. Don't act dumb. Don't play like this, oh, I'm a dumb, like, I don't know this or that. Because I think people will also feed off that energy. When I talk to strangers or have a conversation, I make it known that I'm a very smart, intelligent, strong woman, and I know exactly what I'm doing. I think people can feed off this timid energy and they can almost use it to their advantage. So another piece of advice that I would give is, for me as a solo traveler, I do listen to a lot of music. I have my headphones in like literally 100% of the time when I'm walking around. But when I'm in a situation or an area that's a little bit more dangerous and scary, I always make sure to just open one side. I'll just do it nonchalantly. Basically open it just to make sure that I know what's going on, that I can hear what's happening around my surroundings, because there are times where, you know, you should be careful and hear what is happening around you. So another piece of advice is, I know that there are going to be some people that they really want to meet other people while traveling. Obviously you want to make friends, and I completely understand that. Just, you know, don't go back home with them. Don't put yourself in a scary situation, because even if someone seems really nice, you don't really know who they are, and you just need to be really careful. So, you know, listen to your gut, but honestly I would say don't go home with a stranger. It just isn't smart, especially if you're by yourself. You know, hang out with people, that's fine, but just don't go to a private area with a stranger. So I think that's about it for my thoughts on solo traveling as a woman. I wanted to make this video because I personally feel like the world is changing, and I don't think women need men like they did in the past. And, you know, I travel by myself. I don't have any man that I rely on. I do my own thing. You know, if you want to travel solo, then there's nothing stopping you. I think there are a lot more people that are working remote and people that will continue to work remote that maybe want to start traveling on their own. You know, just stay safe. I believe in you. Follow these rules. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this inspires you to go out there and see the world, because there's so much to see, and I feel like this planet is absolutely gorgeous and amazing. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.